I'm on another paramotor adventure, and this is going to be a special one. I love throwing the equipment in the car, going somewhere new, flying a new area. I've done it a little bit in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Ohio. This time I'm in Alabama. This is the home, the airstrip of Brian Waller and his family. They've been flying ultralights and other aircraft here for decades. I want to show you guys this place, take you around the property. I've shown you guys this before. I have the PAP Tinox frame, and I love just throwing this thing in my car. I don't even take the 3-blade prop off. I'm able to get it into my car, which is like a mid-size SUV. I can hear Shane calling. He's got a new puppy. We'll get to meet Charlie on this trip. Charlie, how are you? Who's that? You just pull this and tighten that up so that the cage will be rigid and it'll keep your hands out of that propeller.
All right, guys, what a way to start the morning. Wow, I was trying to get out to that cloud layer. Beautiful morning here. Guys, we're just outside of Dothan, Alabama. These fields and this road below have no power line, so it's kind of fun to fly low over here. Couple areas where they have fire pits, bridges, cypress trees. It's just beautiful.
Not flattened, you know. So 300 hours, 150 hours.
Wow, okay.
So they recommend changing it to 200, I believe.
So with the torque wrench, after you select your Newton meter or foot-pounds or whatever, as soon as you hear the click, that's when you should stop. Hear it?
There it is.
That's it.
Nice.
Put her back on. And make sure she's on there good. And tight, good and taut. We good.
Nice. So Brian's got a sweet setup here. You can see everybody's lined up down the row there. And out here is the airstrip. I'll show you that a little bit better. And he's actually building a new section. And we can see some of the equipment out there working. By the way, there's a camper for Will Fly. Everybody's hanging out here now. And you can see the Quicksilver in the back.
Ready? Go get it.
Right here's the FBO. And then down the hill you can see where Brian's been working on his greenhouse. They have some corn here. He's got some solar set up. There are a couple ponds back here, some bridges. Before we walk down, I'll show you this greenhouse that Brian put together. You see everything set up on hydroponics. We got some tomato plants going, some cucumbers. got his cooling unit, some improvised and engineered stuff that he's put together. Pretty awesome system here. When I was flying this morning, yeah, this stuff is lining a lot of the fields, and it's really fragrant right now this time of year. Yeah, this is a special place that Brian built. I'll show you what it looks like. Brian set this all up with a LED light concealed behind this PVC pipe, and at night you can come down here. It looks really beautiful. It's really cool next to this creek and under this canopy of trees. There's another pond over there. Little pasture back here, and then not quite a lumber mill, but a place where he can process logs and make some boards. Very peaceful. Here's another super cool project that Brian has worked on, and it's in perfect running order. Just beside the main house is where they're working to create the east to west runway. So they're using this equipment over here to pull up all the rocks and roots, and they'll line it up and move it or bury it. Then they can come through and do the final grading, so you'll be able to take off in any direction. Also, after removing these trees, you can take off and land with a little more distance between yourself and the trees, and reduce the amount of rotor that you're going to experience. So just really opens it up for paramotor flying. You can see some of the gardens here. This looks like it may be corn coming up, and many more things over here, including watermelons, corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, and more. This place is so cool because when you have a little bit of land, you can spend a lifetime thinking up new projects, and then
Push a little bit hard on your foot. That's good. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
that night, I waited till about 45 minutes before sunset for the air to smooth out. I had a great time flying around the area and dipping into fields. Brian and James showed me the way to the nearby drag strip and dirt track. Brian was even joined for a moment in flight by this airplane.
Very nice, Ben.
I just want to thank Brian Waller and his family for being such gracious hosts and sharing their property with us. It's a fun morning ahead of us. We've got about 4 guys going to go do a cross-country flight to an airfield. It's about 12 miles to the west, so we'll head into the wind, enjoy this beautiful morning. God, that looks so funny with the 360 camera. I swear it's not that awkward in real life, but maybe I'm wrong, who knows. And this turned out to be a super cool adventure. We flew about 12 miles away to another airport where we intended to land, set up the wings, and launch again. In the end, I decided I wasn't going to land at the airport. I watched the other 3 guys land and take off again, and we all headed back together to the field. The conditions were deteriorating a little bit, but we were able to find layers with smooth air for the flight back, and because we were moving with the wind, I swear it was a fraction of the time to get home. Maybe 45 minutes to get there and less than 15 minutes to get home. But we were in for some rowdy air when we did come back to Brian's field. I was getting lifted and dropped as I approached the LZ, and I finally decided I had to go around again. This time I came in a little bit lower so I wouldn't float so far. I was able to stand it up. It made me a little nervous, but it's probably good to get some experience being able to set it down even in turbulent air.
It was good on the way there and a little bumpy on the way back.